In just a moment on the 10 p.m. report, we will update the condition of President Reagan, who is recovering from Monday's assassination attempt.
And we'll have the details on a major drug bust in Austin, Minnesota, in which 6 people were arrested.
Remember the last time you let the big one get away? Well, Target is giving you another chance. During the big sale, you'll find the biggest savings we've offered in months on polycotton T-shirts, men's crew necks, and Mrs. and Junior's crews or V-necks. Big sale priced at $2.50 each. Save on girls and boys T-shirts, too. Big sale priced at $2.29 each. Don't let the big one get away. The big sale at Target.
Here's what happened when Michael Gray took the blatz taste test.
I don't believe it.
Here's the beer you didn't choose, Michael.
Yes. Said I've been drinking Pabst for many, many years, and I never thought of anything tastes better than Pabst, and you just proved blatz is better. And I think everybody should have this test. Everybody.
What did you prove to yourself today?
I like blatz over my own beer, Pabst, which I've been drinking for many, many years.
WCCO Television, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
From WCCO Television, the Northwest's leading news station, this is the 10 p.m. report.
Good evening, everyone. 6 people are in custody tonight after a drug raid last night in Austin, Minnesota. Another hotel fire broke out in Las Vegas today, injuring 16 people. 2 people were killed in Alabama today when a tornado raked through downtown Hurtsboro. And there's more concern about toxic waste in our area tonight. This time it is in Winona. But at the top tonight, the condition of President Reagan.
President Reagan is making a rapid but painful recovery from Monday's assassination attempt. Although he signed an executive order on trade, the president spent most of the day sleeping. The First Lady arrived for a visit today carrying a jar of jelly beans. Mr. Reagan and his staff have taken over an entire quarter of the hospital. Messages have come in from more than 80 foreign leaders so far, and so many flowers have been received that the president is in fact giving them away to other patients. Miraculous is the word being used to describe press aide James Brady's condition. For the first time since he was shot in the head on Monday, Brady was able to speak today. However, doctors still don't know whether Brady suffered mental impairment from that wound. Washington Police Officer Thomas Delahanty is also recovering well from his wound, as is Secret Service agent Tim McCarthy.
And we learned today that President Reagan is indeed a lucky man. Investigators now say Mr. Reagan's wound was not the result of a direct hit, but a bullet that had ricocheted off his limousine. Had it been a direct hit, the bullet would have penetrated farther into the president's body. The ricochet conclusion was reached when a microscopic fleck of black paint was found on the bullet removed from the president and from the unusual shape of the entry wound. Meanwhile, suspect John Hinckley Jr. remains in custody at the Marine Corps Jail in Quantico, Virginia. He was visited today by his attorneys and by a team of court-appointed psychiatrists. They met with Hinckley for 3 hours to determine if he's coherent enough to participate in his own defense. The psychiatrists are also studying pictures obtained by the United Press. They were taken within the last year and show the suspect on vacation in Washington, D.C., apparently in a relaxed mood. Another picture taken 3 years ago shows Hinckley at a Nazi party demonstration in St. Louis. Hinckley was eventually kicked out of the Nazi party. Its members said he spoke too much of violence. Last September, Hinckley was in New Haven, Connecticut. There, he reportedly spent hours in a bar showing photos of actress Jodie Foster, claiming she was his girlfriend.
It was reported yesterday that Hinckley allegedly told police he was angry with President Reagan for somehow snubbing Miss Foster. Today, the actress held a news conference to say she does not know Hinckley, although she did say she received some letters from him.
Received several pieces of unsolicited correspondence signed John W. Hinckley or JWH, and I threw them all away. This is not uncommon, as I receive a great deal of similar unsolicited correspondence.
In the wake of the assassination attempt, calls for handgun controls began in earnest today. Massachusetts Senator Edward Kennedy led the way, saying he'll push for controls in Congress.
Whether the victim is Ronald Reagan or someone whose name the nation will never know, it is time for us to disarm the violent criminals, the killers, and the psychopaths of their Saturday night specials and their cheap handguns.
Of course, representatives of the gun lobby see the issue differently, and they were quick to express their side.
Gun control would not have prevented the incident that occurred Monday. It will not prevent similar occurrences. It really is a waste of taxpayers' time and a diversion of efforts that should be put elsewhere in very productive pursuits.
There were more than 50 bills pertaining to handgun controls pending in Congress before Monday's assassination attempt. Now